But we got some really good news this week.
Mm.
As continuing the upcoming movies and shows and stuff, they have announced a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
At CinemaCon, the CEO of Sony stood up and said, "Oh, by the way,
Mhm.
this is a go." So we don't know any details, outside of the fact we're going to get an Afterlife sequel. We don't know if it's going to involve the kids. I'd say it's probably safe to assume that Winston and Ray will be involved. I don't think
Yeah.
Venkman. I think Bill Murray's done. He's
Yeah.
he's got his own issues right now.
Mhm.
But
yeah.
but he's been wanting to be done with that franchise for a while. But I think
I think that was his final goodbye. So
Yeah.
and that'll be fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is
It'll be totally fine.
perfectly fine.
Who knows if the kids are going to be in it? They're going to be of proper age now to go
Yeah.
to college.
It's gonna be like Stranger Things, where
Yeah.
it's gonna be like this big gap between season 3 and season 4.
Yeah.
Where they're just like adults now.
Yeah.
So who knows if they're going to bring on a new team? I certainly hope that Ernie will be involved
Mhm.
because they set up that after credit scene of Afterlife where Winston's running the show. He's a head honcho, so he doesn't have to have a big part of the movie. He can just put a team together and here's what you do and go along your way and bust heads in a spiritual sense.
That's right.
So what are some things maybe you guys would like to see out of a new Ghostbusters movie?
I'll be happy as long as there's podcast.
Yeah.
My favorite thing. He was my favorite part of that movie, just about it. So as long as we got podcast back, I'll be happy.
I feel strongly that McKenna Grace and Logan Kim will be involved in this project. I would be. I'm gonna hope, but again, we'll see.
Yeah, they would have been. It would have been silly for them not to option them for multiple sequels whenever they did the contract. That would have been silly.
So does the movie? The ending shot of Afterlife is Winston bringing the Ecto back into New York. So do they pick this up in New York? Do they bother revisiting Somerville? Do the kids move from Somerville to New York? Why? How do we do this?
I think it's coming back to New York. Just based on the way Afterlife ended, I think it's coming back to New York.
I would think so, and it would probably have Callie and like I said, Trevor and Phoebe be there, especially since Callie's now kind of reconnected. That hey, this is why my father wasn't there.
Yeah.
So maybe throw this around where she's like, hey, this was important to him. Let me, even if she's not out busting ghosts, she's going to be involved.
Yeah. Like we're gonna turn total 180 where I was I quote unquote hated his guts because he wasn't there. Now I'm going to continue his legacy and I'm going to support my daughter now in that. And the best way to do that is to get her up here with these Ghostbusters films, because this is what she loves. She's basically her grandfather made over. So I think I agree. I think that's where it'll go.
And I hope, like I said, while it was cool to have some closure with them capturing Gozer, that's the other. I really don't want to dredge on Gozer again, which was cool.
Right.
Yeah,
because they captured Gozer, they really didn't eliminate Gozer, so therefore Gozer's still in the background. But do something else to it. I would borrow something from Real Ghostbusters, something one of those. I'm not. I think it depends on where they want to go with it. I would like to see one of the big bads, say not really the boogeyman, but something like him.
Yeah.
Or something familiar but still new. I don't know if that makes sense.
Sam Hain.
Sam Hain.
Right. I would love Sam Hain.
Oh yeah.
It's like I said, the you could build off a lot of stuff just like Real Ghostbusters and bring new big bads into this universe.
Yeah, you've got Bug-Eye Ghost, who made an appearance in Afterlife. He's part of the Real Ghostbusters. Slime being back in New York, Slimer's got to somehow show up at some point. It was great having Muncher, having at least a Slimer type representative there, but you got to bring the OG back in.
And they never caught Muncher, did they?
Nope.
I mean, they caught him, but he's
released.
Yeah.
He's still out there somewhere.
Well, I don't know. It could be interesting because they caught a lot of ghosts there at the end in the field, so you never know.
Yeah.
And
if Muncher was smart, he probably would have been like.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Jess.
I was gonna say the shot of the containment unit too. Yeah. At the end of Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Would be interesting.
Sorry, I was gonna say I would have thought that Muncher would have been like noped, like way out of there. It was like, this is way too much going on for me. I'm gonna go over here and chew on a fire hydrant or something.
Well, maybe something to be kind of like, not really. I know they maybe teased with the upcoming video games. Maybe that might kind of see. Like I said, I know that sometimes the video games aren't going to be to the main movie canon, but maybe they'll plant some seeds for some stuff for possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they don't bring like Vigo back or something.
No. Yeah, they don't need to rehash. They don't need to rehash Ghostbusters 1 and 2 back. It would be cool if Vigo has some influence, but I don't want him to be the central focus.
Now the slime coming back would be kind of cool, but not necessarily like his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's so many possibilities. I mean, in the Ghostbusters universe is not, certainly not as deep as a Star Trek or a Star Wars. But they have so much they can draw from, like I said, the cartoons.
And I'm not gonna lie, I know I may catch some flack for this, but I'm gonna say this: I would if they would be different characters, but I would be okay if they bring any of the 4 ladies from Answer the Call to be a character in the movie. If anyone, Kate McKinnon, because she outside of her eccentricness as Holtzman, her character was very Ghostbuster-y, I guess. She was the technical, but I know, like I said, I'll catch flack, but I don't care. Like I said, I like Answer the Call for what it is. So like, I would be okay. Like each one of those ladies had their parts were good. So like, even if just to bring them in, also that would might make things a little better. Cause there's a lot of people who liked Answer the Call and they're kind of bummed there's no sequel, which movie that wasn't profitable. That's the biggest problem with Sony not making a sequel to it. That's it. That's end of the day. Didn't make enough money for what they spent on it.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I'm throwing stuff. I'm trying to look for both sides and make everybody happy, but unfortunately, you can't make everybody happy. But I'm still going to talk like it.
It's the internet. The internet is unhappy, man. Don't worry about it.
Yep. And we don't know yet. Like I haven't heard personally. Granted, I haven't been searching because I want everybody to have their time as far as, still mourning the loss of Ivan Reitman.
Yeah.
But, I haven't seen any information about how Jason will be involved with this. Don't know the status of Ghost Corps at this moment. I naturally assumed that Jason would take it over since he and Gil Kennan inked that deal with Sony. I'm hopeful that Jason's got his hand in this because Afterlife was such a beautiful movie and it did turn a profit, which is why Sony was like, hey, here's another one.
Yeah.
And I for me, it's only fitting that Jason helmed this franchise going forward.
Well, at the very least, I would think he's going to be a producer. Even if he doesn't direct it, he'll be a producer.
Yeah.
Or if not the producer, like executive producer.
Yeah,
in that sense.
Because Jason has that. Of course, his other movies, that small family feel to it. So if if you're going to make Ghostbusters a little bit bigger in the bigger setting in New York, you may need somebody else. I mean, like I said, if he does it, I'm gonna be happy regardless. So
yeah.
Guys, we're just getting more Ghostbusters.
Exactly,
we're getting more Ghostbusters.
That's
it's
right.
Awesome.
So thrilled. We're not going to have to wait another 30 years.
And then speaking on Jason, if any of y'all have seen his most recent Instagram post from a couple of days ago, I guess they did some type of a memorial type thing with Ivan out at Sony, and then again, what a touching, very touching post by Jason.
You talking about that big mural with had all the photos on the wall?
Yeah, big walls.
The one that got me, the picture on that wall that got me more than anything was the picture of him and John Candy from Stripes. I don't know why that picture just got me a great smile, and it still makes me sad. Neither of those guys are no longer with us anymore. So it's
I know, very sad, very sad.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all happy about that. That was a good announcement this week to to know we're getting a new Ghostbusters, and we'll whatever new developments happen out of that, we'll talk about it.